add some dope background music. Your file will be nice. Actually, don't play it so much. Where's the fucking volume? And just so you know, you're welcome, people. You are notifying that I'm alive, that I'm live. What the? I've always been alive. Why are you notifying people that I'm alive? Alright, let me see. Alright, people that I lost. The link address it's still gonna be the same thing. And this one be live on this screen is turning off. Yo. Mayo Kun, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's good with you? Hi. What's up? How has trading been for you? For me, it has been a little bit difficult because everything has been so annoying. TikTok banning accounts, And your real face be this. Yep, no filter, no nothing. That's my real face. Ugly, right? That is my real face. Dima.
Yes.
What's up?
Hi.
Good. So what's up now? It's in trading they do now. Honestly, as I did now like this, I just share my screen, but now for YouTube and Twitch, I even know whether I feel show my screen for TikTok right now, because if I do, they might end up blocking it as usual. So I'm just trying to be careful now. I'm only live here because I know I'm going to gain a lot of people. Then I'm going to have the opportunity to explain what happened, and then direct them to go and watch the stream live on YouTube, something like that. I don't know how it's going to be, but that's the plan for now. So yeah, let me quickly post the YouTube page or the YouTube link. Bro, I'm not here for fight yet though. I beg, make fun no add me. Thank you so much, Stash. Thank you so much. TikTok say we no go rest, but no worry, we get plans. Thank you so much, Stash Mash. Thank you so much. Live trading synthetic
Are you live on
transaction.
YouTube?
Yeah, but don't open it there right now.
Or do you open it?
You can open it, but it's going to just make noise. So in case you don't know, I am currently live on YouTube. I just posted the link on the Telegram channel, and I don't know, switching can. Oh boy, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Decline. All this thing to do. So I'm currently on my setup, but I'm kind of like thinking, is it going to be a good thing, or is it going to be a good way, or is it something that I want to do? Like share my screen and all that, because that's the same reason why my account was dropped before. That's the same reason why I lost my account with over 6k or 5k followers before. So I'm not sure if this is a good idea anymore, but I'll just keep doing it, since this is how we were able to grow the account to 5k in the first place. So hopefully this is still going to last for a while, because I honestly don't know why TikTok would want to go after our accounts and all that. So let's see. Stash match, thank you so much. Stash. You game alright? Mr. Stash, you game alright? It's trash. So I guess what they mean, or what TikTok is about, is that it shouldn't just be about the screen, or you sharing screen at all times. You need to be showing your face at some point. I'm not sure, I'm just speculating, but I am still wondering why they took down my account. But just in case you want to see what I'm doing on my screen, because I won't be able to be holding my phone like that forever now, right? And I could drop it on the tripod, which would be a new way. They're not seeing your face. You're trying so hard, but they're not seeing your face. So let this on the power off. Drop that. They're not facing you. That's the camera. The camera is facing this way. That's why they're not seeing you. Actually, this is the camera. This one is different. This one is on the other platform. Today is what? Monday, and I've not checked gold yet. Let's check what gold is going then, right? Let me actually download this, put these on a flip, and just be doing my analysis proper, and let's see. Let's go from this to this now. Damn, bro, I look fine as a fuck. I never saw myself as a prostitute. Damn, look at that. This boy is beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Blessing of God. Hey, what's up, man? Or woman, sorry. How are you doing today? Can I moderate? Nah. That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry. I'm not looking for moderators, sorry. I'm a trader. I'm not here to moderate or anything. Thanks for the offer though. I'm not looking for a moderator. I have a community already, so right now I'm just trying to set up my my system. That's the reason. Oluwatosi. Oluwatosi. I think this makes more sense right there, and then we can flip the camera and switch the camera and make it, oh boy, wait, wouldn't it even be better if it was coming from this way, right? That way it doesn't obstruct anything, right?
Just this. Just that.
Yeah, no, the thing is not full screen, so now we can do a little bit of twisting to align them both. Hold on. Go back a little bit. I can zoom in as much as I want. Alright. Nah, I don't accept. Those ones are just there to battle.
I just popped up the episode.
Yep. That's because they are just here to fight. We are here for serious business. Very serious business, actually. This one, this one, this one. That is the page. And with that, I will need to again be checking the comments. We were stuck on what thing? I said,
Another invite from somewhere.
yeah, don't worry.
It just came up like 0.2 seconds again, nothing.
Yep. They will keep sending invites. So those are those people who like fighting. The mash, or what is it? What do they call it? Call it mash, right? Want to have a mind. Do not, when it comes up, do not just keep on that page. Do not show. Again, so it will not be distracting me from what I'm doing. The evil that men do. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Blessings. Sorry, I'm not looking for a moderator. I'm just here to trade and, have fun with my family. So, yeah, no moderator needed for now. I've not been trading all day. How about you guys? Just one viewer here, so there's no need to talk too much. Let me just go ahead with my people. I think I have a bunch of people. No, actually, another one viewer somewhere else. She's bad, and it should be on YouTube. Alright, I wish I can touch this one and this one I don't, but I can't. Okay, Thompson, I'm not looking for another. Let me see if this can get me some views today. This is actually how I started a few months back. Live when we did. Oh my. Oh boy. Damn. We have had a lot of opportunities to enter these trades, but unfortunately I have not been active. Right? Not been active. It's good about to sell. I think it's about to sell based on this time frame. Check out the 15-minute time frame.
to be another moon.
What?
It's going, I saw light moon.
Yeah, there's going to be more rain. Probably. Probably more rain.
You good?
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. So what is you guys up to? Me, I am just chilling and trading at the same time. Actually, I have not taken any trade, and now my phone is held hostage, understand? So I obviously can't trade. I am surprised that this account can go live, maybe because they accepted my TikTok live studio request. But I believe that after today, they probably are going to take it down again. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really care anymore. If TikTok has to take me down a couple of times, it's fine. I mean, it's so hard. And why does it have to be so hard to make use of their platform? I don't know. Send it to the people over here before. There's been a lot of people coming at me from these people.
The industries shed the light. The one you're looking at.
Yep. I'm the one that I'm looking at. I am the one that I'm looking at. I did that. Hey, too many apps is already lagging. See this? Yeah. Too many apps I mean to, but I have to because. Thank you for your cooperation. Who's cooperation with who? It's loading so slow.
Brother.
Inside then? What? Seriously? Careful.
So much likes.
Yep, my people are active, that's why. Still from yesterday. Why is this one loading so fucking slow, man? Man. This is as good as useless. I'm just chilling for now. Yep. Same here. But I'm just happy that I'm able to even go live on TikTok, even with these like very very little accounts, right? So that's the point. That's what I came here to do today, and it's nice. It is nice. However, that position will actually jammed though. Correct though. When I was inside the room, this is how the position used to be. The market will be ranging now. Close the shot. Who told you I'm here to trade, bro? I'm not trading. I am just testing out the setup, bro. I'm not trading. Hassan Bello. I did not even intend to come live, to be honest. I just want to see what TikTok is going to do about this new account. So we are not trading right now. We are not trading right now. I did not take any trade throughout today. I've just been trying to figure out, how to do. Yeah, that's the person I'm replying to. Your connection is unstable. We have adjusted your video. Why adjust my video? Did I ask you to do that? Close the shirt. Still me to close the shirt. Oh my god, nah, please, you don't want to close the shirt. I just want to trade. You just have to open the market for me and me alone.
Stop.
Yeah, but for real though, they have to open the market for me and me alone. Oh my gosh. Hassan Bello gave me a command. He was like, yo, the market is going to be raging right now. Close the fucking shirt. And I'm like, nah. I don't see that happening. Someone is requesting me. Oh, I don't want to invite anybody. I'm stingy with the live section. But anyways, there's really nothing going on here, so let me actually bring up my face so that we can have a discussion as a family. Right? We can have a discussion as a family. So, yeah, you don't want them to see your face. So, guys, this is the face behind VFS Trade or Sales. This is me. This is the person that I've been talking to you guys all along. Okay, so again, TikTok has been a lot of pain in the ass. We all know that already. TikTok has been, not a lover or a friend to anyone. Regardless of what you want to do, they just want to take you down by all means. So, I don't know. The reason why I came live today is because I wanted to see if I can integrate, like, maybe if I'm not just showing my charts, right? If I'm not just showing my chart and I'm just showing my face on this platform, why I have my chart on the other platforms like YouTube and Twitch. I am live on Twitch and YouTube right now as we're speaking. I know TikTok is going to flag this statement that I'm even saying right now, but fuck it. I'm actually very, very tired with all these too much requirements of TikTok. So I will just say what I want to say. So anyways, I am live on Twitch and I'm also live on YouTube, and I'm sharing my full screen on those two platforms because TikTok kind of like have something against African traders, because I noticed that the ban was not general. It was just about African live traders, all those guys, and I won't blame them. I think they got a lot of reports from African traders telling them that they are getting scammed, all right, and you won't lie, when it comes to Africa, we always use it for something else. So they chased out everyone that they can chase out that is trading live on TikTok. They took out everyone, all right. So now that we cannot trade live on TikTok, we just have to find another option. And me, I am about to pay for my Twitter page. I'm about to go premium on Twitter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so no, Hassan Bello, I was not even here to trade actually. You can see this account is like 90 people, like 90 followers on this account. So I am just trying to see how I can integrate all of them together. So maybe something that I'm going to do is you know what? Since you really want to be in this camera, come here, stand here so that everybody will see you, so that I will talk to them. So I think what I am going to do is I might go live on TikTok as you're seeing right now, but it's only going to be my face and vlogging of my own personal live. I'll also be taking the trades and everything live here on TikTok, so that's going to be fun. But then showing off chat might be something that I'll just pick up my phone and then flip the camera when so I might just pick up my phone, flip the camera to show you guys what I'm talking about. If I have a question that relates to something that I really need to clear, right, I might take up my phone and flip it like this just to show whatever it is that is going on my screen for a brief moment, right. I'll do that, and then again I'll flip it back to my face, because from one suggestion that I got the one suggestion that I got was that if you are just showing trading alone and you are not showing your face, it makes them suspect you as a scammer, which kind of like makes sense or something, because I don't usually show my face right on the channel. So guys, the account is still very very low. It is actually very embarrassing to come from a 5k, almost 6k, right? I think I was at 5.8k when the account was taken down, and now I have like 90 something people. It's really discouraging, but we are not just going to give up. Trading has already taught us how to be resilient and how to mitigate every situation that we find ourselves in. So that's what I'm doing. In the next few hours, I think my Twitter should be officially premium, and then I don't know, Twitter is kind of like offering the opportunity to stream live. I am yet to get 1k on Instagram, so I cannot say I want to be going live on Instagram. Alright, yeah, I'm on live on other platforms right now as I'm talking to you. I'm on live on YouTube, and I'm also live on the T app. The more I say, the more TikTok will want to deal with me. So I don't want to call the name, but I am sure I can call YouTube and others. But if I start calling other platforms like the D app and the C app, it's a problem. They just don't want you mentioning those names. Yeah, I made TikTok rest because I don't to try. Like, remember how they used to, how they took us down? We waited for days and we came back. Everything was normal, and then boom, it is gone. So let me show you quickly how the live section is on YouTube. So YouTube, actually,
it should be some laggy.
No, YouTube is not laggy. YouTube is not laggy. Twitch is not laggy. Two of them are fine. And this is how it is on YouTube and on Twitter. Let me mute that mic so that I'm not hearing myself. So right now, as you can see, where is it again? So, flip camera. No, I cannot show. So, anyways, real quickly. Oh, I should actually use the Twitch one. So it looks like this on. It looks like this on YouTube. It's going to change now because I've just actually you can separate. Yeah, you can separate this window so that it doesn't show the other one. That's what I was running away from. So it looks like this on YouTube. You can see the full screen and everything there. Alright, so the same way that you are seeing it now, you can always, if you want to check out the full screen, you can let's see to worry this one. Shit. Right.
That
It's
was
going back. Decline, do not show this for 10 minutes, decline. Alright. So it looks like this on YouTube. The full screen is there. You see my face also. So we get to interact with each other, and it's going to be business as usual. You guys don't worry. I am working on it, and hopefully paying for Twitter is going to actually help again, because I know a lot of you also have Twitter accounts. So if the TikTok is not working, then definitely Twitter is going to replace it for us, and we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm not just going to keep my hopes on TikTok anymore. It is a very 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 good platform because you get to get a lot of engagement easy with TikTok. You know, Gen Z app, everybody is out here on TikTok. So if you are starting up, TikTok is always the best way to go, or the first place to go, because you can easily get a lot of attention from TikTok, which is exactly how I got most of you people to join my community and all that. I wasn't even planning to be doing all this live trading and the rest before, but now that we have started, we are not stopping. All right, so I wanted to see how that is going to look like, and that's the reason why I decided to. I was not even sure if they were going to let me come on live with my low follower. Bye bye. So I was not even sure if they were going to let me come on live with my low follower account, but then I remember sending a request to them before and also proving to them that my YouTube has been up for over 5 years, and I have contents that dates way beyond 3 years and have so many likes and all that. So they saw that and they were like, okay, fine, even with your low followers you can go live on TikTok Studio, which I did, and it lasted for about 14 hours. I was actually very skeptical. I didn't want to end the live, but I mean, my system and my all the other apparatus, they needed to rest. So I went offline and I went to bed. Woke up the next morning and wanted to resume my life. Boom, TikTok has already taken it again. So at this point I feel like they really have something against traders, especially from Africa, because the same day that literally almost every live trader that I know in Africa, their account got destroyed. I still saw some other country people like Chinese people, like Pakistani, all those other countries now. I still saw them on live and they were trading and sharing their screen and nothing happened to their account. So I believe it's just about African traders and any IP that is coming from Nigeria as like and the likes. Those are the ones that they have taken out. So definitely we are going to be talking about trading. I am going to be lecturing you as usual, but I really need to find a way to make it not like sharing my screen as usual, because that get flagged. They will just take it out. So now that I've understood how that is, thank you guys for having me. Unless you have a question so that I can answer, but again, remember that I'm live on YouTube, so if you want to see anything that I'm talking about, sometimes I might put my phone just like that. Alright, I might put my phone just like that and I will not be paying attention to TikTok. I'm only here because I want to get a lot of engagement. I wonder how that is going to work. Honestly, I wonder how that is going to work, because you are not seeing the screen and I'm sure my face is not what you are here for. So I don't know how I'm going to do those two yet, but if I'm able to do it, we shall see. So what's up? Any questions for me? Mr. Dean, thank you for checking in. The evil that men do, thank you for checking in. But you are a man though, so I'm sure you are part of us that are doing those evil. But anyways, thank you for checking in. Cheesy Lord, thank you for checking in. Anita, it's the first time I'm seeing your name, so definitely a new person. Thank you for checking in. And Frank, we see. Good to see you too. So again, guys, help me to promote the new account and let's see if we can take it to a reasonable amount of follower, and then we can begin from there. All right, thank you so much all of you for the likes, and thank you for sticking around even with all the inconsistencies in my trading, in my analysis, in my signal, because ever since this thing have started happening, there have been no, have not been constantly updating you guys, but you guys stayed real to me and you stick around, so I appreciate that. So if you have any questions before I end this one, or should I just leave it open? It's not like I have something that I want to go and do. I can keep the live on, but I mean, we're not trading right now, so I don't want to come here and be wasting anybody's data or time. So it all depends on you guys. If you want it to be on while we talk about a few things about trading and all that, then I can leave it on. But honestly, like I said, I don't want to come here and be wasting anybody's time, although I'll be doing my analysis as usual. So that is a good thing. And the YouTube, why is this one looking so dull? Quality 780p, looks good. Thank you so much, Frank. I really appreciate it. You know this the one place I be. You know this the one place I will destroy you. Maybe they use other platforms. Okay. Yeah. Other platforms are cool though. Like they are really, really cool. The presentation is A+. Alright, the presentation on other platform is A+. But the problem with other platform is sheep followers and stream. I read that thoughts on good. Oh, I have some messages on. Hold on. If you're on YouTube, I see you. Girl Visa, my brother, thoughts on good. Well, I wouldn't say you should. This is actually 7:30 something, so there is still about 3 hours today. So yeah, thoughts on good. Let's see. On gold has been buying, or gold is buying, but then again, you see this very strong area of rejection, giving you this very solid engulfing. That would have not been enough, but then you see another one again happening here. That tells me that the market is about to do some kind of retracement. So if you are watching this right now and hey, my bad, TikTok people know the same, so let me see if I can. You think the trend? Hold on, let me switch my camera. You see, this is what I'm talking about, this whole TikTok thing. Wow. I will have to, every time be raising my phone. So this is what I was saying. Somebody commented on YouTube, and you can see the comment here. My brother, thoughts on gold and all that. All right. So let me explain what I think. I have not been on this chart since morning, so take everything that I say here with a grain of salt. But if experience has anything to offer, then I can tell you for a fact that from what I see now, from what I can see, because based on the analysis that I had before on my chart, all right, based on the analysis that I had before on this chart, it shows that the market was around here the last time that I sent out a signal or that I talked about gold. The market was around here, and I was looking to push it down all the way to this area. So I woke up now, no, not woke up, I turned on my chart now, and I saw that the market was already around this area. All right, I'm not sure if you guys can see, the market was already way up here, all right, around this area. Now one thing that we can tell for a fact is the market is still very much in an uptrend, right? The market is still going up, it's still going up, it's still very bullish, all right? And this is the 15-minute time frame. Now one thing that I can see with this formation that you are seeing right here, so for those of you who are asking why do you have like a selling sign or a selling projection there, I am not taking this trade. I am not interested in taking any trades today, but this is what I see, and from my own observation, first indication that the market might do a retracement is this one. All right, you can see this very bullish very bearish intentional candle here. It engulfed the previous one. That on its own is not enough to tell you that the market is about to sell. That might just be an inducement for a continuation, just like you saw. But then again, seeing it happen the second time, it came back. So if I go over to like the 5-minute time frame now, I should be seeing something like this. I know it might not look like a perfect structure or anything, but internally this could also be seen as a liquidity hunt. All right, so it took care of business at the top there, and you can see that it also went ahead to break this lower structure internally here. So this sell is only valid with respect to this internal formation. So this sell is only valid with respect to from here to here, and let's see where that is. So this one is external, so the sell might be able to go all the way to this lower liquidity here. Emphasis on the might. You guys remember, like I said, I've not been on this chart since morning, so I cannot really tell you what the market has been doing all day, but from what I can see at this current level, I think that the market is going to sell from here and maybe go down to, it could terminate here, because the next liquidity that you can, the next support that you can see is this high here. It could terminate here, all right, just a pullback into this one before continuation. That on its own would have already given you like a 1 to 3, so it's a valid risk to reward. It is worth the risk, if you ask me. That's the reason why I had that projection here. So I don't know if you guys do this or if it is just me that usually do it, but anytime that I come to the chart, whether I'm trading or not, I'm still doing an analysis. I'm still, like checking my chart to see what will and what might not, and this is what I saw. I'm sure by the time Hassan told me to close the chart that time that the market is going to consolidate, the market was still pulling back into this zone. So there is no fugazing, there is no faking in any of these things. I just do it and I just leave it. Like I said, I'm not on this trade right now. But for Gelvis Solano on YouTube, this guy, all right, this is what I think, and I think that the gold market will do some little retracement. You guys know that even though the market is in an uptrend, there is always that time when the market will just retrace a little bit and then continue. So if you see this strong indication, that is a sign for you that the market might decide to just do a little dance to the downside. That is not to take away from the fact that the market is still in an uptrend. That is not to tell you that the market is now in a downtrend. This is just telling you that internally the market might do a dance down, and you are seeing it right now happening. So if you still have any question, let me know. And I don't know, people are beginning to join, and now it feels like leaving the live section will be a sin. But like I said, it's going to be like this now. I see a question, I reply to it, I switch back to my face so that it will not look as if I am just here showing you shit and encouraging you to come and send me your money so that I will trade for you and all that. So again, that is how it's going to be. And I know a lot of you would not have been seeing the face behind or like behind VFX trades, or the face that is always speaking behind the camera. This is me. My name is Vincent, but literally everybody that knows me call me Sailors because that's the name I go by. The only Sailors that talk a lot when he has something to say. Stash or Strash, thank you so much, and I hope that that explanation as to what I think about gold is clear, and it's in line with what most of you are having. Gelvis, hope that is clear. Alright. Never miss a comment. Click on a message to display on the screen. Oh, click on the message to display on the screen. Oh, that's nice. This app is actually this app that I'm using right now to stream is actually very very versatile. You can stream on like 5 platforms with this streaming app that I'm using right now. So I'm currently available on Twitch, also available on YouTube, and now on TikTok. Unfortunately for the TikTok one, I just have to be doing it like this and switching between my face and the chat and all that. But if you have your questions and you know what we are doing here, if you have your question, ask, and that will prompt me to actually share the chat for you. But again, it's good to have you guys all back, and I am lucky to be able to go live with a 90 only 90 follower account. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, because again, we're talking about TikTok and they are often very unpredictable. So today might be a good one. You might wake up tomorrow and the account is already gone. So you guys have to exercise patience with me, I guess. Shedrack, what's up, man? What's up? How you doing? How are you doing? Thank you, brother. All right. You're welcome. Show on stream. Oh, okay. No. That's not how I like to show it on stream. Nah. Is there a way to? I shout overly. Can you? This is really not how I shout overly. Can it not just be flowing? Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. You guys really don't want me to leave the live section, I guess. Thank you so much. Wow. Una active. Again, see, I'm not here to come and show you my ugly face, but TikTok is just telling me that if I have to share live trading, if I have to be doing anything about trading, then they need to know that I'm real and I'm not here to scam people. That is not from TikTok. That is from someone who also have the same issue that I'm having with TikTok. So that is the reason why from time to time now you're going to see me switch to my face, talk for a while. If I see a reasonable question about trading, I switch back to the trading panel and then we continue from there. So that's how we're going to be doing it from now on. And if you want to see the full screen at all time, just go to YouTube. We are live on YouTube. You can always do a screen replay and you can take yourself back to wherever we are or whatever analysis that we have done. All right. And for those of you trading BTC, okay, so quickly let me switch back the camera so I can show you what I think about BTC also. So this is Bitcoin and this is the 15-minute time frame. All right. Unfortunately, with the kind of busy schedule that I was having, not really busy schedule, but I was just trying to figure out this whole TikTok and YouTube thing, so I was not giving out signal. But if you guys remember the last live section that I did, that should be like 2 nights ago, you guys remember that I had this particular trade, I had this particular analysis here where I was waiting for the market to come here and then go over to this one. Now I woke up this morning, although this one was not there, this drawing was not there, that projection was not there, I woke up this morning, opened my chart, and I noticed that Bitcoin has gone up and down. So I quickly, that was on my phone, okay? I saw that on my phone, and I was like, how did I miss this two move? Because it looks like a move that I should have taken, right? So I quickly switched back to my trading view just to see if I had an analysis that looks like that on my trading view, and voila, I saw this. It went up. All right, it went up to this zone as predicted, and also give a signal. You can see that bearish candle, and you guys know that this hey noise. So, and you guys know about our entry criteria, right? That intentional candle. So if we were here, we probably would have taken this to buy to sell, and it would have given us some profit. So now, where is the target for this trade? I know a lot of you are already looking at this level. For a buy, and though the formation looks like something that might give you that buy, but I don't think this thing is going to buy from here. I think it's just giving you an inducement with respect to this high, like it is reacting to this let's call this support now. In my own opinion, I believe that is what is reacting to. Plus also, after taking this as liquidity, all this as liquidity and all that as liquidity, it's definitely a decisional area where the market is trying to decide, is there enough liquidity for me to now start going up, or I should still go back down? And that is what we call inducement in the forex market, where the market is making you feel like it's about to go, even though it has not tapped into your POI proper. All right, so the market is already acting as if it's about to go your way. It is called inducement or decisional area. Whatever you can understand better, use it. For me, I will call it an inducement, because it's trying to fake you in to get involved in the buy, and then you are going to see something like this, or you might see something like this. Let me not sound so sure, but oftentimes I've seen it. It's going to come back into this area, then quickly rush down to go and clear that liquidity, then move up. I've seen it happen too many times for me to be foolish enough to come and start taking a trade here. However, if it does decide to do a proper break of structure above this area, you can see that the move above is just a wick, right? If it does a proper break of structure, a structural break that has like multiple structural formation, something like this, all right? So if it decides to have something like up down up down up down, and then it goes into somewhere around here before coming back down, then it would have generated enough liquidity for me to look for a buy from this low. But until that happens, I will not just rush into this trade based on what we are seeing now. And it's very, very noisy. So if you are trying to take a buy here, I'm just saying be careful. It might work, but it's going to be a very noisy movement, and you don't want to be stuck in consolidation. So you do what you feel like you want to do. But if you are asking of my opinion on BTC, I think it's still going to keep pushing down to this level before going up. All right. So is there any other question? Again, this is going to be boring. This is a new account. There are not too many followers on this account, so definitely it's not going to be as lively as it used to be. But come on, man, we did it before. We were able to grow an account from 750 to what's it called? We were able to grow the first account from 750 to 5.7k in 2 weeks. So it is still very, very possible, and I'm not planning to give up anytime soon. So yep, that is what we are live. Shedrack, thank you so much for the likes, man. You have always been a very, very good brother, so I really appreciate you. Thank you. Alright, for those on YouTube, we can continue with our analysis proper, and let's see. Again, like I said, I only came on live here. I've been on live on YouTube for close to 2 hours now, although I had to end the live section and come back. No, I'm not going. If people are here, I don't have any reason to go, but it's kind of awkward. How do they speak this English now? It's kind of odd for me to be showing my face like this. It's not something that I am used to. Alright, it's not something that I'm used to. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm not using my phone right now. It's not something that I'm used to, and I feel like just showing my face and talking. For me, I just feel like it's a waste of data and waste of time. So if I have engagement, all right, if I have engagement and I have people that I can be relating to, like you guys are here right now, then totally no problem, because I have something or I have a reason why I need to be talking, right? So that would be fun, that would be encouraging. But then if there is no too many people, then I might just continue on YouTube where I know I don't really have to bother, right? So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not going anywhere. And yes, I'll try. But I'm not giving up at this stage. We have come too far. We have perfected way too many things. Like, you guys remember when we started now, the screen and everything. Now that we are getting better, that is when TikTok is planning to come and frustrate me out of the business. But nah, it's all good. I'll still be here. I will still be here. Ava Rosa, thank you for joining. Again, if you guys have any question, Forex related, trading related, feel free to ask, and that will prompt me to, like, switch my camera and show you a thing or two as usual. But I have to be showing my face from time to time. That's what someone suggested, so that it will not just be about, like, no face type of vibe. So you guys can see the gold V75. All right, you guys can see that regardless of whether we took the trade or not, what I thought was going to happen is still happening right now. That's that little explanation we did on gold right now. And yes, I know a lot of you who are just seeing it now are asking, why are you selling gold when gold is on a very, very high buying market condition? Again, if you want to understand, I have explained it before. Just go to the YouTube page, do a little rewind, and you will see the reason behind it. And since there are more people here, let me quickly do that before I go on to V75 for Keisha. Alright, so again, I agree, gold is in a very, very bullish market condition, but we all know that at some point the market needs to retrace and maybe do some mitigation of whatever gap that it has left behind. And this is my indication. So I saw this the moment I opened my chart, the first thing I saw was this 15-minute time frame. It was on the 15-minute time frame. So I saw that 15-minute time frame candle looking very, very bearish. But that's not enough, because one candle is not enough for you to decide that the market is going down. The next one was this one. All right, so there's this second break of that little pullback. That is to tell you that sellers are very, very much trying to take control of the market movement. And even though it is said that in a buying market condition you should not expect a big drop, at least you can expect a retracement, because you can see this whole area that is unmitigated. You can see this one too. And with all honesty, I think the market might even go ahead to this one to give you like a 1 to 6 or a 1 to 8. It is not something that you should be looking at to. They said that a good trader will always have a realistic target and also a realistic SL. So now the realistic target, in my own opinion, is a 1 to 3, and the 1 to 3 is already a very, very good one, and it follows our trading criteria. So if you are risking, you should risk for something for like a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3. So if you can be able to flip your like $10 to $30, that's still a very, very big thing. So if I see an indication that the market might pull down into this zone, then there is, so far you are using proper risk management. Whether the market is in a bullish market condition or not, it shouldn't really matter. All right, what should matter is, are you using proper risk management, and is the trade following a reasonable is it a reasonable setup, or you are just wishing for it to happen? So there are two different things. Do you have a reasonable setup, or what you are trading is just like you are just hoping to be lucky? And that is what most of us are doing in the forex market every day. We come to the market, we just see 1 or 2 confirmation, and we're like, God, I beg, you don't do them for other people, just do them for me. Pray and know the work for you. No vex. Yes, I talk am. If you like, accept. If you like, no accept. If you don't do your analysis, or if you don't follow your strict risk, even with your analysis, you might still lose. So how is prayer going to be your saving grace here? You understand? So do your analysis, and if it follows your trade management and also your risk management, you can always take like a trade regardless of how bad it looks. All right. That said, I think that is clear enough. All right. Let me quickly do the what's it called? Chart of the reef. Let me check V75 for our humble Keisha. Did I call that name correctly? Is it Keisha or Ke? Yes, now Keisha 8. Is that a guy or a girl? Somewhere I don't hype the name like this. Make person know. May not be saying a boy and they give fine name like this. If my boy, I could just call him Kasha. But if not girl, I need to make it a little bit fancy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's go to V75 to see what the market is doing. Is it V75S or just V75? Keisha, is it V75S or just V75? While we wait for that answer, USD JPY. Let's see, USD JPY. Do we have it? UJ. We had some analysis on UJ before. Let's see what that is. And what the heck is this? Alright, I think going by what, if all this happened today, then definitely we were waiting for the market to get to this area, which it failed to get to. Alright. If all this happened today, if all this movement happened today, because like I said, I was not trading. I was just focused on trying to get all these my channels working. Alright, so I was just focused on trying to get my channel working or back. So if all this happened today, then definitely we were waiting for the market to get into this area for a sell. But again, you guys can see that it is it is way up, and this is a news event, so there is no surprise why it never got all the way to the premium level. But then I'm sure it would have given you guys some confirmation. And yes, you are correct by saying that USD JPY is moving way more than gold. Yes, gold has, let me just say that gold of late is the most manipulated pair. Even though it is the most volatile still, it is still kind of like the most manipulated pair, because they know that a majority of every trader is looking out for gold, right? Majority of all traders are just out there saying they want to trade with gold because it is volatile. And it is funny because it's the same people that will also tell you that they don't want to take too much risk. Alright, so let's see what is happening here. There's obviously nothing. I was just waiting for it to get below. I was waiting for it to get below this zone. I was waiting for it to tap into this zone, thereby using all this as liquidity. Alright, I wanted it to use all this as liquidity. Give me a second here. It is hard to do some of these things with just your one hand, and I don't want to put the phone on tripod because I'll be picking it up. So it took all that liquidity now before you can make, because it's deeply in a downtrend and it's coming from this liquidity grab, so this becomes the target overall. Alright, since this high was not broken, it makes this low a weak low. Now regardless of this being a weak low, this low, which is this one, was able to break its own structure to the upside. Alright, so pay attention. This was able to break this structure to the upside. So originally, after all this is taken as liquidity, there should be some reaction even before it breaks to the downside. Alright, so again, the fact that this low, after taking all this liquidity, was able to break structure to the upside, when the market is coming back into this low, before violating this low, there should be some kind of reaction. Alright, and that reaction could be something like this, a pullback into somewhere around here before going further to go and take this low out as liquidity, because obviously this is now a weak low. And if you don't understand what a weak low means, let me quickly explain. So now, what makes a low strong or weak is, wait, a USD card. Oh my god, I am sorry. Alright. Sorry, I was not paying attention to the comment section and I was making a fool of myself. But anyways, let me use that to just explain what I wanted to explain. Okay, So sorry about that. I will go to USD JPY. I actually thought I selected it from my. I saw that thing and I thought it's JP. You know they look alike, right? So I saw it and I thought it was JPY and I just started explaining. But anyways, if you are trading USD CAD, this is what you should be expecting. There should be at least a pullback from this low after taking all this liquidity. There should be some pushback, into somewhere. It might go all the way to this liquidity now before pushing back to this one. But just know that you are in a downtrend and the market will likely take out this low. And I was just about to explain what makes a low a weak low. Now, for a low to be strong, it needs. You'd be not there around. Before me, later.
I know the thing.
Alright. No, I did show my face too. Like once I explain, I switched my face. That's why. So for a low to be strong, or for a low to be, or for a high to be strong, it needs to break structure to the other side. And when we're talking about structure, we're not talking about internal structure. We're talking about the structure of which, like anything that is held inside, needs to be taken as liquidity, and it needs to break structure to the other side. And since this failed, what is it called now? Since this broke structure to the upside, it makes this internal structure here, this internal low, it makes it a strong low that should at least create a reaction. All right, it should at least create some, what we call inducement or reaction, anything you want to call it. I don't know English, not really my specialty. But anyways, it needs to create a pullback. All right, it needs to create a pullback before continuation. So that is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's quickly rush back to USD JPY and let's do it proper now. USD JPY. Let's do forex.com this time and actually add that to our watch list now. So looking at these, what can you tell? For starters, 15-minute time frame for USD JPY, I see a slight push into this area, and it's not really a slight push. This is actually a very, very intentional push below this area, and then there was a pullback into what you might call liquidity or an imbalance, after which it did like an internal change of character. All right, and then the retracement, and it has been continuing in this particular move. Now, I will not say I'm looking for a buy from this low, but I will have a box around it just in case there is some internal change of structure here that I'm not, like considering. All right, so whether you like it or not, on the lower time frame, let's actually see it on the 5-minute time frame or on the something lower than 15-minute time frame, anything lower than 15-minute time frame. You will see all this as structure. Maybe you might be seeing this one as a break of structure, and ever since that break of that structure, this liquidity has not been tapped. So I would expect a reaction from this low, just a reaction. All right, a reaction. All right, that reaction might be bold enough to go and take out all this internal liquidity, but I think the market is still going to continue going downward. I knew you guys wanted to do that. Alright, I'm here, I'm active. So boss, did you say USD CAD will continue selling or buying? I think he's going to continue selling, but before he continues selling, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Hold on, my network is a little bit laggy. Let it load. So like I said I think USD CAD is going to continue selling, but after this long expansion, the market cannot continue going in this direction. You guys, you must have paid attention to the market for a few years now, and you know that there is no instances where the market just continues going down like this, even during the news events like this one that happened somewhere around here. You can see there was this big expansive movement to the downside, but then there is always a pullback at some point, and you will notice that these pullbacks, they often happen from reasonable areas. All right, reasonable areas, because they know that a lot of people will be watching those zones to take a trade from, maybe a buy or a sell, but a lot of people are definitely going to be looking at those zones to take a trade from. All right, that is why you see reactions from there. So now when you are in a selling market condition and you are, let's say you are looking to get into this market, let's say you just want to trade USD CAD and you see this very big move to the downside, what you should do is, once you have decided where the direction of the market is, and in our own scenario now it is in a downtrend. And why is it in a downtrend? Because you can see this break of structure to the downside, the market pushed back and now it has failed to break the top. If this low was able to break this top, if this low that is coming now was able to break this high, which is now the protected high, then this low would have been valid for a buy to the upside. But since that did not happen, we know that the target of the market now should be this weak low. This place that I said is a weak low. That should be the target. Actually, let me hide some of these indicators. So this low should now be the target for this move because it failed to take out the high. Alright. Now, since it failed to take out the high and you are waiting for the market to go and take out this low, where are areas in the market where you expect this type of pullback, all those pullback that we are talking about? Where are the areas of the market? Now that is when you need to investigate the internal structure. And looking at this internal structure, the last reasonable break of structure was this one. You can see that there was a break of structure to this upside here. So the market went above here, making this low a stronger low with respect to the internal structure. Which means if there is going to be any reaction, alright, if there is going to be that pullback or any reaction, it should come from this low. This one, this box that you're seeing. So now what you need to do is to just wait for the market to show you signs that it is about to reject and start going up. An example of that sign is what you are seeing here now, right? You can see how the market is bold, it has been going down. The moment it tapped into this area, it is now slowing down. Alright, it is now consolidating. Now you just wait out and see what the market is doing, and then you just be following, you know, wherever reaction that it creates. You can see it created this reaction internally here. Alright, so I will now be waiting for that candle that will be intentional enough to come and give me an engulfing and then go above this line. When that happens, I know for a fact that the market is about to do like a little retracement, a retracement that is good enough for me to take, like, depending on where the stop loss end up being. Let's say the stop loss is here, at least I should be able to catch like a 1 to 3, right? Or even a 1 to 5 if you decide to go and take all that as liquidity. So like I said, the market is in a downtrend, but there is a high chance that if it gives you a proper confirmation in this zone, it could buy back for a retracement. One thing that you should know about those type of retracement is that it is always noisy. It's not going to be an expansive movement like this one. It's not going to be a very sharp movement like this one. This is what you would expect if it gives you a confirmation for a buy. You are going to see something like this. And let me give you an example of where that has happened. You can see expansion, then consolidative pullback. Expansion, consolidative pullback. Expansion, consolidative pullback. Let's look for another. Look, that's the type of movement that you are going to be expecting. So it might pull back to give you a 1 to 3, but then it's going to be a very, you know, that those type of buys or those type of market conditions that you don't want to be inside of. Another example is what you are seeing here. So you can see how quickly in about 3 to 4 candles the market was able to move from here to here. All right, look at it. In about 3 to 4 candles the market was able to move from here to here. But the same gap took almost a whole day for the market to, you know, pull back into. So that is the difference between an expansive movement and a consolidative movement. So if you are taking a retracement trade, if you are about to take a retracement trade, you first of all need to get your mind straight to know exactly what you are about to do, and it should always come with a confirmation, because it's like you are about to fight the market direction. So wait for a perfect confirmation before you get in, not just, oh, the market is my POI, let me enter and see if today is going to be my luck. No, you don't do that. All right, you wait for a confirmation and you enter. So I think I was talking about USD JPY before I had to expatiate further, but I hope that is clear for that person that asked about if I now think that the market is going to be a buy or a sell. That is what I'm talking about. So again, the same thing for this one. This break of structure tells me that the market might be about to fall in place. All right, the market might be about to start going. You can see that it reacted from somewhere around this liquidity, for a continuation of this particular trend that the market has been following. So you could see that there was this breakout structure somewhere around here, and my lines might not be straight right now because I'm using my second hand, all right, to hold the phone. So there's this breakout structure, there's this pullback, also there's this breakout structure. You expected a pullback, which you have already gotten, and now what you expect now is a continuation to the downside. So I know a lot of you are here and you are thinking there is this breakout structure, this is a pullback to liquidity, but I would say that you should hold that thought because the market is actually in the downtrend. Now, what might make this one a valid buy is the fact that it is consolidating downward. All right, if it was a retracement for a sell, you would have just done, like something like this, a quick drop to the downside. You would have done a quick drop to the downside. But the fact that it is consolidating to this down, you guys know about flags and all those things. I don't want to start calling names of strategies and all that, but when you see a flag pattern going towards one direction, there is a high chance that the market is going for some liquidity, and inside that reaction, once those liquidity is taken and you can see a change of character, there is a high chance that there is going to be a very expansive buy to the opposite side. So even though you are in a downtrend and you are seeing a consolidative movement to the downside, it is recommended that you have an open bias, not just go and stick to your bias and say I'm looking for a sell, I'm looking for a sell. No, the market cannot keep selling or buying forever. There is always a chance that it's going to change direction, and this is one of those signs. All right, consolidating towards an OB is always a sign that the market might want to do a big buy up. All right, so when it gets to this level, what you now want to see is a break of that structure first, and then a pullback with a confirmation candle, and that is when you can now get involved in a buy. And even if you are taking that buy, take it with respect to any internal structure that was formed. So if I'm taking a buy here, the buy is going to just first target for that buy is definitely going to be the internal structure, because just because I caught a buy does not mean I've forgotten the fact that the market is still very much in a downtrend, just like what I said on gold or whatever. You guys can see what the BTC is doing. That box that I drew there, that I said that the market might come to react to and go down. We'll see how that plays out, but let's not get distracted. So if I see that change of character somewhere around here, then I might take a trade. But the important thing that I need you all to understand here is, even if I take this trade here, all right, if I take this trade at this point, the first target should be the internal liquidity. You should not take a trade like this and then you start looking for London buy, going to the moon and all that. You should now start looking for all these very big ones. Just know that you are still stuck in an internal, and then this internal might be terminating somewhere around here, and this might be the origin of a buy. And since it is an origin, or since it's the origin of a buy, just know that the first movement is going to be truncated around this area. It's going to be very, very small. Regardless, it's still going to give you like a 1, 2, 3. After that one, you could expect a pullback first before that bigger buy that you are looking for. And that is one of the reasons why we lose out on trades. We don't know where to target, we don't know where to exit, and that is a very, very bad thing. And I hope that is clear now. And just so TikTok will not come and flag me. Whew. It's very, very difficult to be talking, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope that is understandable, or that is clear. Let me read the comment section now. Euro USD, please. Okay, we'll look into that. But I don't hold me hostage for Abi. I'll check. I've done USD card. What did you say? USD card will continue. I've done that. And I've also done USD JPY. Alright, so let's see. The next one is Euro USD. Okay, so let's see Euro USD real quick. Now don't hold me for here now. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate. I did not even see this coming. Sometimes when we're doing the TikTok studio we will stay on live section and it's just like a few people. Again, if you want to see the full screen, you know what to do. It's on YouTube. Alright, you can listen to the explanation, but then go to the YouTube page or you can just have the YouTube page open on like a second screen. Alright, thank you so much. Olopa Olua Shegun, I see you. Let me pin that. So I see you. Thank you, and thank you for being on the YouTube. Also, remember to subscribe, okay? Anyways, let's check out Euro USD real quick. Euro USD, this is Pepperstone. I want to convert all my charts now to Forex.com because I realized that Pepperstone also had that same issue that we were having with Wanda, right? So any analysis that I get now, I will just convert to Pepperstone, sorry, to Euro USD. I'll just convert to Forex.com because someone recommended that for me, that it's the best one and all that. So let's see what Euro USD is doing, and let me turn on the sections to see where we are. We are currently in the New York section, and we are reacting to this zone. The market might actually be at a place where it is reasonable for a sell, and the reason for that is ever since we decide to leave this area, this liquidity still remains, this final liquidity still remains a very, very reasonable area to be looking for an opportunity from. And this is the 15-minute time frame. And what makes that place valid is the fact that, now I can take out this one. What makes that place valid is the fact that there is this, I wouldn't call this a break of structure, to be honest. I would not call this a break of structure because this is outside of the zone, right? So this is not like a confirmed break of structure because it didn't really mitigate anything. Now, if it would have been, but still, regardless, with respect to this movement down here, this is a break of structure. With respect to this, oh sorry, my bad. My bad. You see this TikTok of a thing, these people just did bust my head. They just did mess with me, but let me put this on the record now. How about now? I'm gonna just see, understand, sorry. Don't forget that I dropped phone. Sorry. I'll start from the beginning. Don't worry. Is that okay? Or should I zoom in? I think the shot is pretty. Let me see. Oh, it's clear, right? Okay, so the problem with that is I will now not be seeing the comments. Wahala today. Alright, so I see. We're not seeing you. Zoom? Do I still need to zoom? I think this is okay. I think this should be okay. Alright, so what I was saying is this, alright? So there is this break of structure to the downside here on Euro USD, and this is the 15-minute time frame of Euro USD. We call that break of structure because the market went above it. So ideally, when there is a pullback and then there is a break to the other side, you expect that the low should be respected somewhere around here. So this becomes the protected low with respect to this break of structure. Protected low with respect to this break of structure, and that explains why. Hey, greetings, man. Greeting. No, two more. It's still not clear. Oh my god. TikTok. When I have a full screen somewhere, they will not let me show it. I think this one should be clear enough, right? Maybe it's because I'm on a large. I think if I zoom out, you'll be able to see clearer. Yeah, okay, it's clear. Alright, so let's do it again. So we had this low, and this low, what makes it a reasonable low is the fact that there was this break of this structure. There was this break of structure to the upside here. Yes. There was this break of this structure to the upside. So this low becomes very, very reasonable. And you expect that even though the market is going to break it, there should be a reaction to it. And you can see that reaction somewhere around there. But eventually it was able to violate it, giving us a break of structure. So this becomes a break of structure to the downside. And now you would expect that the market will at some point, and so we expect that the market will push back into this area. Why? Because it is the main reaction before that break of structure to the downside. Alright? That said, you need to understand that the market is overall in an uptrend. Alright? You can see there is this break of structure. One thing that we can tell for a fact is that this break of structure happened after there was an internal liquidity grab. Alright? Making this low, or whatever is contained in this low, a reasonable place to buy from. That is with respect to this pullback, a reasonable place to buy from. Unfortunately, the market did not get into that area, telling me that this is not yet a complete mitigation. There was no reason why it should pull back into this area if it was not going for that liquidity. Another reason why it might want to keep going from here is, yes, I've taken enough liquidity, internal liquidity, so I can now start going up from here. But one thing is clear, that the fact that this high was able to break this low, I expect some kind of reaction at this high zone. Now, fundamental informations or fundamental situations might come up, and then it might look to push the market higher because we have all those, sentiments of war and everything going on. So even though you are looking for a sell, you should also wait for a complete, change of character or something. Now, if you were here, this would have deceived you. Even me myself would have been deceived by this reaction here. Right? Even me myself would have been deceived by this and call it maybe an internal change of character, and then I would have been looking for a sell in this area. Regardless, if I was to enter a sell based on this particular formation, I know that my SL would have been above this area, which I would have still been in this trade. But since I am not yet in a trade and this have happened, I will now need to wait for this low to get taken out. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. I'll wait for this low at some point to get taken out. If this high is going to be respected, I'll wait for this low to get taken out, then they pull back into any form of liquidity that is generated with respect to this low. So because if the market is going to go down, right, it is definitely going to react to this base now, because you call it a change of structure to the upside. So if it's coming back, I am sure it's going to react to this low, and that reaction might be something like this, a pullback before a break. Once that happens, that pullback becomes the liquidity that you are going to target for an entry for a sell. Alright, anything above that pullback becomes the liquidity that you are going to target for a sell. Your stop loss goes above there, but that should only happen when this current structure is broken. Even though you are looking for a sell now, wait for a perfect formation like a break of structure before deciding to go in for it. I probably would have taken it based on this structural change, like I've said. But again, my stop loss will be above the zone, so I will still be maybe in a drawdown, or maybe like I would have seen like a 1-to-1, and then it would have come back to take me out at break even. I don't know, whichever one. But then this is what I'll be looking for. Another reason or another thing that you might do is, some people would have already been looking at this one as a change of character. But again, this change of character here, if you are looking at this one as change of character, it is wrong, it is invalid, because this change of character is only valid with respect to this low, and the main protected low is still very much active. Alright, so don't look at those internal one, look at the external one, and the only external real break of structure that I can see here is this one. So since it has not yet been taken, if you are looking for a sell, I think you should hold that thought until it gives you a perfect confirmation before you can get involved. If you are in a sell, alright, I am on a buy. No, if you are on a buy, it has not given you a signal for a sell. If you are still holding, you should keep holding. If you are on a buy, the first signal for you to exit the trade is when it went below this one. Unfortunately, it has recovered back and it has gone above this one, which means the uptrend is still active. The uptrend is still active. I am just doing this analysis with respect to those who are looking for sales in this region. I'm telling them what to expect or what they should look out for before getting involved in any sell or any trade that they want to. But for you that you are still in this buy, you are chilling. I'm sure your buy came from somewhere around here, so you are still in a good position. But the moment you start seeing that very strong bearish indication, like multiple engulfing candles on the 30 minutes or on the 15-minute candle, all right, let's say after now you start seeing some something like this. You guys remember, this is the reason why we took a sell on gold, right? Multiple break of structure to the downside. And how is the gold trade doing? I think it should be got that BTC. But let's look at gold first, because that's what I was looking for. Alright, so you can see that multiple stuff that I'm seeing. But then again, it could be used like this again, and then break the structure to the upside and all that. So you that you are in a buy, you are still safe. You that you are in a buy, you are still safe. There is no confirmation for a sell yet, meaning you should still be safe in the trade. Alright, so that's why I think That's why I think if you are in a buy, keep holding your buy, or even keep looking for buying opportunities. All right. What's my take on BTC? My take on BTC is simple. I've talked about it before, but for the sake of you, let me see if I can do it. If you were here from the beginning of this particular live stream, you would. Oh my God, I'm taking the phone again. Alright, again. I hope that is okay. Still zooming. Alright, so if you're here from the beginning, then you will know when we said something about when I drew this box. And I think I need to color these my boxes a little bit, because I doubt. So let me increase the opacity of these boxes for about 15 is good. Alright, so if you were here from the beginning, you guys remember when I was talking about this fake out buy that we had that was showing up on BTC. Hey J Fabrics, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Alright, so if you were here from the beginning, I talked about this thing and I said that I don't believe in this buy, even though it's giving you that formation, because I know a lot of people already entered this trade as a buy from here. Stop loss is somewhere around here. But you guys remember when I talked about it as this is the point where you get induced. This level is the point where you get induced. If you do your analysis right, you will know that. Let me remove all this. If you do your analysis right, you will notice that there's still a lot of liquidity that is yet to be taken, and the market is not just going to start going because you want it to start going, right? Or because it has to do all these things so that it can fix some people in, and I think that is what it is doing. Now, it doesn't mean that is what must happen, but it has a high chance of happening, and I think this is an inducement and it's going to take them out, and that is why I drew a box around the possible area where I expect that pushback from. And if we would have taken a trade with respect to that, probably would have been in profit right now. But again, like I said, I am not here to trade today. I'm just here to test out this my new account and to see if it's something that I can start going by. All right. Oh my God. Oof. I hate it. Yeah. Oof.
Now I can see it.
Sorry about that. Alright, so I think this is the better option for a trade, for a sell. I think he's going to sell down to this area first, and then from here I can expect a better buy. I think this one is just an inducement for people who are rushing to look for a buy, and it's going to take them out and then gives you a change of character. So what I would do if I'm looking for a trade is to wait for the market to get here, and I'll wait for it to change the character at which it is coming at it, and then an inducement for a buy. So this is where I will be looking to enter a trade for a buy on BTC. Stop loss is going to go above this last formation just to be safe, and that is what I will be thinking for BTC. Yeah, that's my thought for BTC. I will not be looking for this buy from here. I think that's just an inducement. That's what I think. Thank you so much. Again, like I said, TikTok says that if you are always showing charts, you are a scammer. Alright, you know, a lot of these scamming guys, those guys that often come to scam people, a lot of them, they do not actually show their face, because obviously they are scammers, right? So they don't show their face. They will just come and put a chart up there, pretending that they are doing analysis and all that, showing you a lot of profit, and they lure you people into, sending them money, and they take the money and then they jackpot, because they obviously are not trading. So I think TikTok may have gotten a lot of reports from people who has been scammed by that format, and the data shows that 85% of people who claim to be trading from Africa, Nigeria to be precise, 85% of them are actually scammers or gamblers, but they are not gambling with their own money. So instead, They induce you to make you think that they are better traders than you, and then they ask you to send their money so that they will now add the new. This one small now. They will ask you to send their money to them, and then they will now gamble with the hopes of you go win. Now, if you win, you share funds, but if you lose, it is your loss, right? So now, in that case, some people will definitely have a win, and some people will have a loss, which makes it a lot difficult for you to determine who is fake or whether they are fake or not. Because obviously, it's not like they don't know about trading, but they are not yet consistent. So even a wrong trader or a bad trader oftentimes get like 1 or 2 wins. Alright? And that 1 or 2 wins is enough to convince many people, because while you are crying that somebody else, they probably block you anyways, but while you are crying that somebody has scammed you somewhere else, alright, someone is also, saying that they made a lot of money from them, which is true, and that is going to induce a lot of people to bring more money. So I think that is the complaint about TikTok. That is what TikTok is saying, and they just generally think that everybody who is trading out of Africa or who is going live to trade in Africa is a scammer. Because the same day that I got my account banned, there are about 5 people that I know. You guys remember Jeff, right? He also got his main account banned. So on the same day that my own got banned. So it wasn't one person something, it was everybody. Alright, it was everybody. So again, from time to time I have to be showing my face like this, which is something that I really don't want to be doing. But there you go, the ugly face behind the fine voice that you have always been hearing. So yeah, guys, I only came here to check if this is going to work, and let's just hope that after now that TikTok is not going to block my live section again, because they gave me access before. I tried it, and after just the first trial they blocked it. So let's just hope that this is going to last. That's all I can say. But at this junction, I am going to be dropping off, and we'll talk again later. And please do your boy a favor, follow the account. Let's go it back to the 5K that we were. I have about 700 people in my group, and I've been begging you guys to follow the new account to tell you how selfish some people can be. With all the trades that I have been given, with all the money that I have made for some people, I have 700 people in my Telegram group now, and I begged that people should follow my account, even the Instagram self. Now like 35 people now follow, and you people wanted me to be giving out my own. I don't want to fight anybody. Sure I get, but I beg, if you can follow for your boy, I really appreciate it, because I can't be coming here and then serving just 5 people. I'll just go and be trading on my own. But anyways, this is me, and we'll jam again later. Alright? By the way, the live section might continue on YouTube and also on Twitch. So if you are in any of those platforms, do yourself a favor, be there. Those ones I do those ones on my computer, so it is easy. I can leave those ones running for 12 hours on a row and nothing will happen. But on my phone, I need to be using my phone from time to time. And yes, someone might say, get a dedicated phone. I also have it, but from time to time. So have a nice day for now. We'll resume back tomorrow morning at 8, because I did not trade today and I don't want to come and start looking for trades by force. But those are my thoughts on all the pairs that you have asked of, and we'll pick it up again from tomorrow at 7:30 to 8 a.m. Okay? Have fun, have a good one, have a good trading week, and good to have you. Bye for now. Good night.
Life has ended.
Man,
New stage in life journey.
You see 5 live
2.
comments done. Dismiss, motherfucker.
Not even.
250 views.
Nobody even got you anything.
Yep, that's how stingy they can be.
No
I mean, it's a new
money,
account, so I
no
don't blame
money.
any. I don't blame
I've
any.
seen people always doing it to everyone that.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Ola Opa, thanks for that, man. And see you all too.